What's up, guys? Back again with another video. This one was a pretty good one. I did a bunch of stuff on the bike. I started off by replacing the battery. I took the seat off, the motorcycle seat off, and there's this battery cover on top of it that I had to remove to get access to my battery. It has two screws on top of it, and I took those off. I've been having not a lot of issues, but I've just been neglecting my motorcycle, so it's kind of wasting away. The battery died, and I didn't put a battery tender on it. Motorcycles don't have alternators, so you can't rejuice the battery by just leaving it running. You have to buy a new one once it goes out. I tried giving it a jump. I don't know why I did this. I should have just went and bought off a new one since the beginning, but I jumped it, and of course it's going to turn on because it's getting like a constant power source. So I turned it on. Wiggling my key, having a hard time. But I turned it on, and it turned on no problem. But as soon as I cut the power source off, which is the jump box, you can hear the difference on the bike on how it idles. It almost sounds like a popping of popcorn when it should be like a smooth, crisp sound. And when I try to gas it, or if I gas it too hard, it's gonna cut the battery off. Cut the motorcycle off. But it didn't do it here, which I was surprised. But I left it without the power on, and then it just died on me. But anyways, I went to Walmart and I bought a new battery. Man, the lady at Walmart, she was not trying to help or anything. She just went out and showed me the batteries, and she was like, "Which one is it?" I tried to use like the little. It has like a little catalog that tells you what battery or what size to use and this and that. But I could not read it because it was so dim. So she tried to help me, and she just told me to pick out the battery which kind of looks like it. And she was trying to sell me one that you have to set up. And I had a bad experience with those because one time I did buy one like that, and it worked. It's just that I got some battery acid on my jeans, and it tore up my jeans. But anyways, she sold me one, and I thought it was like, it looked about the same, so I bought that one. But as you can see here, when I take it out, the battery was kind of hard to take out because all those wires and everything was in the way. The battery that I originally had is smaller than the one that they sold me, and I thought it wasn't gonna fit because it was bigger, but it did. It kind of slid in and kind of gave me some trouble here, but it was because one was catching on one of the wires. But I got it to sit in better, and I had trouble putting the battery cover back on, but we got it on. Me and my brother, he gave me a hand. And here's the hardware. I was measuring the cover and see if it worked, but I got my new bolts and I put them back on. I have a lot of I have a lot of wires running because I have lights on the bike, and they look pretty cool at night, but I was having some trouble with that, trying to get everything to line up and square up evenly. And I want to put motorcycle speakers on my bike, which I got like last year, but I haven't gotten around to doing so. I really haven't done anything to the bike, but I want to put those on, so it's going to add more wires that I need to somehow get to stay on here. And but I don't care as long as I'm cruising down the street with some music. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I'm over here tightening everything, finishing up on the battery. And it fit, and it turned my bike on and everything. I was right here putting my seat back on so I can sit on it. Then I put my bike in neutral, so it won't freaking shoot out on me. And I cranked the bike on, and it worked. But as soon as I put it in gear here, like you can see, it just cuts off. I adjusted the cable some whenever this happened. And it has 3 locations, one down here, which was pretty hard to get, so I decided to remove the pipes, my exhaust, my Cobra pipes. And I was able to adjust the clutch cable somewhat it gave me room to what do you call it? Removing the exhaust gave me room to get to it, and I was able to adjust the cable somewhat, but it got the gears and everything, and it takes off smoothly and everything. But the problem that I'm having now is that whenever I'm riding down the street and I want to pick up speed quickly, or I give it the throttle, I punch the throttle, it kind of just gets stuck on neutral. When it's in gear, it gets stuck on neutral and it's just revving, but it doesn't pick up speed. That's the problem that I'm having with right now. So I just decided to leave it at that. I stopped recording after I removed the pipes, but what do you call it? I did adjust the cable, like I said, and I took it around the block, but I've been having that issue and I'm pretty much stumped. So what I've decided is to ask my uncle for help. Hopefully he'll give me a hand. He started off his mechanic career working on motorcycles. So he knows a thing or two about working on bikes. Maybe he can give me a hand. Maybe my clutch cable is bad. Maybe my lever is bad. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe he'll give me a second opinion on what could possibly be wrong with it, so I can get this thing up and going faster. I haven't rode it in so long. I'm starting to miss it. Y'all stay tuned. I'll keep you guys updated. Don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Thanks.